And we are live. How's everybody doing today? All 0 concurrent viewers because I accidentally sent out the wrong stream link and had a big panic and was scrambling to try and fix it. Honestly, I have no clue what we're doing today. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be 100% with you guys. I got no fucking idea. We're not going back. They're being empty. I think the plan is to do a bit more of the main quest, because I'm still under-leveled for Lonesome Road. So I think today we're gonna do mostly side quest and main quest stuff. Oh. Balls. I got news today, but none of it's particularly great. I'll start with the one that, like, I think is probably more popular and affects more people. Famous internet shock artist Chadman is trending on Twitter again. I'll keep the details light because I'm not sure how much of this kind of thing YouTube will let me talk about before I get banned or age restricted or have a Google certified assassin delivered to my doorstep. But Chadman draws not nice things. He's not a nice person. He has a very serious chemical dependency. And a fan of his, who's also a co-worker of Mr. Beast, was caught in possession of not nice things. And now the whole internet is in an uproar. For some reason, rather than being angry at the person doing untoward things, everyone is mad at Chadman again. And I can't help but feel that Chadman is either laughing or really enjoying all this negative attention given his reputation and character.
Howdy, partner. Good to see you again.
Good to be
Boss
seen,
is
Vic.
waiting for you upstairs, so get a move on. Come back sooner now.
I think we're gonna do an independent ending, because I think I still have neutral armor. Yeah. I don't know how I've managed neutral armor this whole run. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no clue how I've kept that going. But I think neutral independent Vegas sounds interesting. I don't know how Vic beat us in here, but he did. So the whole internet's in an uproar. As per usual, it's your box standard moral crusading. People are rightly upset about degenerate, disgusting behavior, but they have no practical solution for any of it, so they're just being ass mad on the internet. It's another Friday, you know, another day ending in Y. I love the vibes of the Lucky 38. I love just the emptiness, the weird, echoey background music. I like how all the other casinos have, like, you know, like all the other casinos, right? It's like the wallpaper's peeling, there's damage to the ceiling, there's leaky pipes and stuff. Like, it's not perfect, but just the stillness of it all, right? None of the machines are rattling. There's no table games either. It's all slot machines. That's the other thing that I like about the Lucky 38. It kind of showcases Mr. House's personality, his distrust of human beings. I think it's just a really cool, really iconic location. Lots of unique assets, and shut the fuck up! Don't tell me what to do. It's a good bit of background storytelling that works really well.
Where to, partner?
I'm gonna let Vic say it. He says it really well.
Penthouse floor.
Love his accent. I wish I had an accent like that. It'd be fun.
Well, hello, sugar. Mr. House is waiting for you in his office.
Who are you?
I'm Jane, one of Mr. House's girls. We keep him entertained. We don't get many guests lately. Perhaps we can entertain you as well.
I'm gonna leave that up to your imagination.
Oh, there's lots of things to tell, I'm sure. There's the 3 families, the casinos, the other attractions. What would you like to know?
What is there besides the casinos? Genuinely asking here, because, like, I don't see much.
Well, let's see. The NCR has an embassy here, but why you'd want to go talk to a bunch of boring old politicians, I surely don't know. Oh, and the Vault 21 Hotel and Gift Shop has an adorable collection of old Vault-Tec memorabilia. And I suppose if you like neon signs, you might check out Michelangelo's sign shop.
Pretty sure we did that already. What I want to point out
Anything you like,
is
sugar?
Jane is based on like a real person in the Fallout universe, in the context of the Fallout universe. She is a brain scan of a real human being. So that raises the question, was the person that Mr. House scanned actually this much of an airhead, or was she such a good actress that she managed to fool the brain scanning machine? I like to think it's a little bit of column B, personally. I really like to think that, because I just think that's so quirky, the idea of an actor getting so into the character they play while hobnobbing with the rich and famous that it permanently distorts their robot copy.
Why, I'm a Robco PDQ 88B Mark I Securitron, you silly goose. We're the finest in personal civil robotic security on the market.
Why is there a B in your chassis code if you're Model 1? There he is! Fuck. Who's the guy who made the Spruce Goose? The other one, not Walt Disney. The other 20th century American capitalist all video game American capitalists are based on. I was gonna make a joke. God damn it, I fucked up.
This meeting has been a long time coming, hasn't it? You've come a long ways, literally, and I suspect figuratively as well. I have to ask, now that you've reached your destination, what do you make of what you see?
I like talking to Mr. House more than I do, say, like, Parthenax in Skyrim, because Mr. House, being this pompous showboat who kind of wants you to fluff his ego before he talks about business, it feels very natural for his character. This feels like a guy who would exist, who would talk this way. A scummy, backroom, slick-haired CEO who smells permanently of fine cigars. Prefer the wasteland, to be honest. Really my favorite answer, but I'm gonna keep it in character.
Oh, come now, don't play the fool. Vegas has fools enough, a superfluity of them. They're what makes it so profitable. They come to Vegas chasing penny-ante dreams of high living, to feel like they're big shots, like they're winners. You see that you and I are of a different stripe, don't you? We don't have to dream that we're important. We are.
I love his dialogue. I love his dialogue. I love how just rich and articulate he is, because there's a lot of really articulate characters in this game. And I feel that's something that a lot of modern RPGs are missing. I feel, especially Skyrim, especially the Elder Scrolls series, especially other Bethesda games, and a lot of BioWare games as well. They're missing that. There's no richness to the dialogue when there should be. Everyone just has the same monosyllabic dialect you would expect from just a random person on the side of the street. Okay, why the VIP treatment? I'm just a male woman.
Oh, don't be coy. You've been playing a high-stakes game ever since Victor dug you out of the ground. Don't be afraid to admit it.
Okay, fine. I'm the motherfucking mailman. Now what do you want with me? You know how many people I've killed. I can kill a few robots, too.
The business is this. One of my employees has stolen an item of extraordinary value from me, and I want it recovered. Simple enough.
You're talking about the chip, aren't you?
My only concern is the recovery of the platinum chip. What happens to Benny, I leave to your discretion. When you bring the chip to me, I will pay you 4 times the delivery bonus stipulated in your contract. How's that?
I'm not gonna fuck with him.
Well enough. Return to me when you have the platinum chip in your possession. Any final matters for us to discuss?
Yeah, I have some questions.
What?
Any suggestions how I get to Benny?
It won't be easy. Benny is always surrounded by at least 4 bodyguards, except when he's in his private suite on the 13th floor of the Tops.
Aren't the chairman your employees? Don't they take your orders?
It's more complicated than that. The chairmen share what you might call a tribal affinity.
Ooh.
Look for a man named Swank. Benny's
You can't
second
just
in
drop a
command.
keyword like that, bro.
He's always been a reliable, if unimaginative, employee. Do your best to convince him that you're working under my auspices. If you have evidence of Benny's crimes, show it to him.
What is the chip?
It's a very special item. There's nothing else like it in the entire world. It was lost a long time and difficult to find. That's all you need to know about it for this stage of our enterprise. Fulfill your contract, deliver the chip, and good things will come your way. You realize you were just one of many couriers. The rest of them, dummies, so to speak. Add to that many thousands of caps worth of mercenary protection to screen your avenue of approach. Had I used an armed caravan to transport the chip, I might as well have been announcing to the world, this is important, attack this. I didn't want to attract the attention of groups like the Great Khans or the Brotherhood of Steel. Alas, the real threat was closer to home. Well enough.
I really do like Mr. House's plan. I like the way that it falters, because it kind of shows, again, it's all about showing off his character.
Congratulations, partner. The boss is instructed.
Actually, wait. Let me stay here a second, because I think I can get some caps out
Well,
of
hello,
damn. Do I not? I guess I don't have any of the snow globes. Alright.
Where to,
Well, we're
partner?
gonna get one, at least. No. I don't want to get a copyright strike. Courier found shot in the head near Good Springs, has reportedly regained consciousness and made a full recovery. I like Mr. Paz's plan, the way it like falls apart, because it does a good job of showcasing his character and his
Well,
flaws.
hello. Not many people know this, but Mr. House is one of the world's biggest collectors of antique snow globes. If you happen to find any out in the waste in
Where to, partner?
Because like anyway, it showcases his flaws because he's thinking about all these big groups, the Brotherhood, the Khans, the NCR, right? He's not worried about the individuals because he's unable to really see the threat a single individual poses. Mr. House is all about,
Hey, you there.
fuck off, I don't work for the NCR, go to hell, Trooper. Mr. House is all about power and control.
Wow.
He's all about
That's
autocracy and authority. So he doesn't value the individual, and he doesn't perceive an individual, no matter how well positioned, as a threat. He thinks he's beyond that sort of thing. He thinks you would need an army to challenge him. In reality, all you need is a mailman.
Hey, baby doll. Welcome to the Tops Hotel and Casino. I'm gonna have to ask you to hand over any weapons you might be carrying. Smooth and easy, just the way I like it. Don't worry, they'll be as safe as kittens till you're ready to leave. Oh, and a friendly word of advice. If you happen to stumble across any weapons during your stay here, well, just don't wear them openly. You dig? Now that we got that little business out of the way, what can I do to make your Tops experience the tops?
Why did that make me giggle?
Have a
I
good
don't
time,
know.
baby.
But it got me. I think it's his delivery and his goofy accent. Okay, good. I still have lucky. So I could just go and shoot Benny. I could just go and blow his fucking head off. The one kind of thing with this game, I don't know if this is fixed. I can't remember, but apparently these guys are all wearing the wrong suit. Do I kill Benny immediately, or do I let him run off to Cottonwood?
Always nice to have a
For the longest
drop
time, I only knew how to kill him at Cottonwood. I had no idea that you could get him in the casino, or I didn't really understand it. I felt really annoyed for the longest time because I thought the only way to deal with him was to like let him trick you and like go up to his penthouse suite and then get attacked by his guards. I remember very keenly scrambling for a weapon once I realized what was going on, realizing that there was an ambush coming, and grabbing the pool cues off the pool table and throwing one to Boone and taking one for myself and being like, hey Boone, we gotta get ready. That was fun the first time it happened. After that it was kind of annoying. You should know something about Benny.
Really? You got something to say about the big boss, huh? Well, why don't you say it to his face instead of yapping at me? Huh? What are you talking about? Yeah? What else you got? Huh. Well, yeah, okay, these are Benny's brand, and they ain't too common. You got anything else? Yeah, that looks like Benny's lighter, all right. That's pretty shady, yeah. Could be Benny's up to no good. Jesus, kid, I think we got a real problem on our hands. Can't believe Benny's a no-good stinking punk, trying to play house like that. Tell you what, I'll call Benny, keep him away from his suite. You go search the place. Here's the key, it's on the 13th floor. It's a room with the double doors, can't miss it. Maybe you'll find something we can show to Mr. House and get him arrested. Take him out? Jesus. Okay, well, if you think that's the best way to deal with this, I'll send him up to his room, you can ambush him there. And don't worry about the rest of the chairman. I'll keep him from getting involved. You'll still have to watch out for Benny's guards, though. Here's your stuff back, in case Benny don't go quiet, you dig? I'll tell the boys to give you a pass to pack some heat. Go on then. Elevators are past the slot machines on your right.
Okay. I'm doing it this way because I want to do the independent ending, and this way is just a little quicker to go from Benny's room to the S-Man chamber. Do I get my gun? Do I get my sniper back? Oh, I do. Nice. I'm probably gonna get a copyright strike from playing around in Vegas so much from all like the radio and stuff. But hey, let's go do with Benny.
What in the goddamn? You? How could you be? Oh, Swank, you finky bastard. You got a crazy drop on me, baby, but you don't want to kill me. We should be working together.
If you hand over the chip, maybe I'll let you live.
Can't do that, baby. The chip, it's special. But savor this, baby. I can comp you the presidential, best suite in the house. After what you've been through, you deserve a taste of the VIP lifestyle. Give me a moment or two to catch my breath and knock back a few cocktails, and I'll swing by for a meet and greet. I'll clue you in, guaranteed. Every question answered. This can be the start of a beautiful friendship.
I know there was a cut ending where you could side with Benny, and I really wish that made it into the final game. I really wish we had, like, because I know you have the charisma option is to have sex with him and then kill him, and I don't like that option. I really wish there was a charisma option to side with him against Mr. House.
Or else what, punk? Or else this?
Also, you know, rest in peace. I feel really bad that his voice actor is no longer with us. I don't want to say too much, because again, I don't know what I can get away with on YouTube. I've gotten some, like, warnings for, like, copyright and other shenanigans in some of my past streams, so I'm kind of, you know, Benny's dealt with, though. We'll talk to you, man. Lot of just walking around and talking to people at this stage. I do not like this mod's Yes Man face. That is freaking me out. The lack of a background is just making it weird for me. It just ain't right.
Hey! Hi there! Good to meet you. What can I do for you today?
What the hell is this room?
This is Benny's workshop. When the Tops got renovated, he had this half of the floor blocked off for his own use. I guess you could say it's my entire world. I don't think I've ever left this room, but that's okay. I'm not complaining.
What do you do in this room?
Good question. My function is to monitor Mr. House's data network and decode his encrypted transmissions. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm a PDQ-88B Securitron, but you can call me Yes Man.
What kind of name is... I remember the French version of his name being really funny, but I don't remember what it translated as, and now I feel bad.
It's what
Damn.
Benny always called me. Probably because I'm programmed to be so helpful. Sure, Benny had me look at it a bunch of times. It's a data storage device, kind of like a holotape, but a lot more advanced. As for what's on it, well, some of Mr. House's data transmissions made it sound like the chip could upgrade his defenses somehow. That's just a guess, though. The chip's a proprietary format. You need special hardware to read the data on it. There are 2 locations with non-standard hardware on the network. The Lucky 38 and an underground facility at Fortification Hill. I'd look there!
Man, that is like the most evil thing in the world, you know? A proprietary... Like that is just... Like, that is some DRM developer's, like, wet dream of security right there.
Oh, he had some help. A lady friend of his. She said something about living in a fort over in Freeside. But that's all I remember. Oh, he wanted to kill Mr. House and use the Platinum chip to copy my neurocomputational matrix onto the Lucky 38's mainframe. That would give me control over all of Mr. House's defenses, most prominently his Securitrons. And then, I guess, I just do as I'm told.
I love how harebrained Benny's plan is. I'll just kill Mr. House, replace him with this robot that's been programmed to do everything I say, and then I will win everything. Like, the only reason the S-Man ending is possible is because Mr. House left a record of his plans for what he wanted Courier 6 to do after dealing with Benny. If Mr. House didn't write that down, if his plan only existed in his mind, there would be no Yes Man ending. And I think that's really funny. Again, I think it showcases Mr. House's hubris. I can have my secret plan just on the Lucky 38 mainframe, unencrypted, because nobody can possibly breach my inner sanctum. There's no way a lunatic will just run through here, kill all of my Securitrons, and then dome me like a dog.
I was programmed to be helpful and answer any questions I was asked. I guess nobody bothered to restrict who I answer questions for. That was probably pretty dumb, huh?
Yes Man is like ChatGPT if it was good.
Then I'd have to help you. I mean, it seems pretty obvious Benny wouldn't have wanted me to, but hey, not my fault I can't say no.
Okay, so what's Benny's plan then?
Again, goal number 1 is to eliminate Mr. House and install my neurocomputational matrix on the Lucky 38's mainframe.
I understand goals. I need
Given
steps
how
here.
you're a new arrival, I also recommend that you get to know some of the region's tribes, so you can decide how you feel about them. By the time you finished up all of that, the Legion should be close to attacking Hoover Dam, and we'll execute the last phase of the plan.
Okay, I need steps. Mr. House, how?
It makes me feel really dumb to admit this, but I don't actually know. I've never been inside the Lucky 38. No one has. Mr. House is in there, though. It's the central node of his entire network.
So this is something I wonder. Yes Man keeps referring to himself as like, I only remember things, or I've never been in the Lucky 38. Is he conscious of his existence before he was Yes Man? Like, does he have any Securitron memories left over? Or is this all from the perspective of his time as Yes Man? Was his original identity, like, completely wiped out?
You have? Wow, that's amazing. You can murder Mr. House whenever you want. I mean, Benny was always scheming about how he was going to get into the Lucky 38, but you already took care of that. Wow. The other thing you're going to need is the Platinum chip. You know, the one Benny killed a courier for over near Good Springs.
What do you know about the courier Benny shot?
I knew she was carrying the Platinum chip, and I knew right where Benny should wait for her. That's why Benny put me here, to monitor Mr. House's data transmissions. They're all encrypted, of course, but I'm quite a decryptor. Did you know that Mr. House spent 812,545 caps hiring salvage teams to find the Platinum chip?
Sure.
Just in the last year alone? Of course you didn't. Or that there were 7 couriers, but 6 of them were carrying junk. How about their exact routes and the mercenary teams that screened them? I knew all that. Pretty smart, huh?
I'm the courier Benny shot.
I know that's not true, because you still have a head.
I'm serious.
That's not funny, you getting shot in the head. I really shouldn't have taken so much pride in how I set that up, huh? I feel really bad right now. Of course you do. Sorry about that. And it's wonderful that you do. The platinum chip is the key to overriding and exploiting Mr. House's defenses. Did I just say exploiting? That's not a very nice word.
I like how he doesn't complain about how he plotted an assassination, but the word exploiting is too extreme for him.
Sorry if that was getting boring.
He gets so snippy with you, I love him. Alright, if something happens to Mr. House, I'll be in touch.
I'll be waiting right here.
I mean, honestly, I don't think Benny's plan is much more sophisticated than mine, you know? Step 1, murder House. Step 2, question mark. Step 3, profit and all that, like you said. My plan is just to walk in and shoot the son of a bitch. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's not exactly sophisticated. You know, we're not playing Hitman Blood Money out here. We are just going to commit a fictional crime. Please don't sue. Any resemblance to Howard Hughes or Walt Disney is purely coincidental.
Upon you. He admires your any crimes you may have perpetrated against the Legion.
Yeah, cool. Tell your boss I accept his invitation, I guess. Yes, man did mention that we need to go to the fort, and the fort is the headquarters of the Legion.
Doctor, I have this horrible rash. The doctor says, son, that's called your face. Ding dong.
That wasn't even any good, Billy. I like to imagine the Topps promoter that appears after you complete the quest Billy is actually just Yosuke Hanamura from Persona 4 as an adult. Because it's just so, the dialogue is just so him. It's the only I can really describe it.
Where to, partner?
Penthouse floor. Wait, fix this.
Penthouse floor.
There's just an energy to that line, man. Finger guns. Okay. We can also access this terminal without the platinum chip. If you go to H&H Tools, which is on the north end of Vegas, near North Vegas. Literally, I think it's called North Vegas. It's between North Vegas and West Side, which are two locations I think nobody else in the game knows how to reach. But me, you can actually get a key card that opens this. But otherwise, you need the platinum chip to do this.
Searching. Confirm.
Oh god, grenades incoming! Please, 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 terminal. It's literally that easy, you just walk past everyone. No exploits, no b-hopping, no glitches. I was thinking about making a kind of a joke video of how to get to West Side as quickly as possible. Because when I made the video on how to get the Humble Cudgel, a bunch of people in the comments were like, I still don't know how to get to West Side. And I think that would be kind of a funny video to do. I also think I could kind of show off the speedrun route to get to Vegas. So who getting the best head?
Why have you done this? Centuries of preparation. So much good undone.
I don't like you, frankly.
Fool! To let personalities derail future of mankind. Stupid! May there be a hell for you. A Tartarus, bleak, unending.
I really hate that you have the choice between putting him back in his tube without his ability to do anything, and he begs you not to do that. He says, just kill me instead, but if you kill him, you get bad karma. But if you put him back in the pod, you get, I think you get good karma. Yeah, you lose. I don't know why you lose karma for that. It pisses me off, bro. No, I think he would taste like dust. I think you bite into him. I think you break his skin. And it's just powder. It's, all those books got fucked up by all the grenades being launched. It's like, if you know what, like, milk of magnesia is, that's what his blood is like.
Be advised, the Lucky 38 is not open.
It's just chalky, powdery, dry goo inside of him. No, the Karma thing is not a glitch. It is 100% intentional game design. I don't know where the chick is who gives us the moon over the tower. She's not here for some reason. Yeah, you could, but it would be like a very, very dry seasoning. Like you need to put that on something already really flavorful.
Oh, hi again.
This mod with the S-Man's face is still freaking me out a little. Yeah. We need to go to the Lucky 38 for reasons that are best not discussed in a public space.
Mr. House is out of the picture. And
Shut up! Shut up! Stop! Don't! No, you can't just tell these people what I did. No, shut up. I also want to point something out because I know it's a really common thing. I have a genuine question for everyone in the stream right now. In Mr. House's eulogy, right? So this is handed out by like all of the Securitrons in the event of his death, right? It's a bunch of whining and blah 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 blah, but it's in here somewhere. I can't quick scroll. I have to scroll like this. Yeah, here we go. Vision. Fucking damn it. The vision pair. No, that's the wrong. That is the wrong note. Where is the vision pair? Personality. Vision. By 2065, House was certain atomic words to endorse plant group personal expense. Blah blah blah. Leadership. Blah blah blah. Yeah. So this is the thing I have to point out. Mr. House's obit and a bunch of Mr. House apologists are like, oh, Mr. House would reinitialize space travel. And I think he mentions it in some of his dialogue, right? And then there's this section, this editor's note at the end of his obit where he talks about it being like casting pearls before swine, and he questions how many people are even still literate in the current Fallout timeline. Like, how many of you really think he was going to go to space? Because pretty much everyone else who isn't Mr. House agrees that his plan is just to sustain current affairs for as long as possible. I'm personally of the opinion that if Mr. House could keep the Legion and the NCR at war over Hoover Dam forever, he would. Because it ensures a steady flow of tourists into Vegas from the NCR's territory. And it also ensures that the threat of the Legion is never actually able to strike at him. Right? He wants that war going forever. He doesn't want there to be a definitive victor. That's why he doesn't want you to kill Caesar. He knows the Legion's collapse is inevitable, and he's trying to stave it off as long as he can. Dry rub some chicken bake, make some pasta, nice bottle of old... What the fuck is a bottle of old peat?
This is big, huh? A very big moment. Here goes. I'll just take that platinum chip off your hands. Thanks. Wish me luck.
How big is the chip if a Securitron can hold it with those demented claws they have? See you soon.
Wow. Mr. House had quite a setup here. I can access his databanks and view telemetry on every Securitron on the network. Wait, so that's what the platinum chip does. Interesting. Mr. House had a whole demonstration planned for you. Just head downstairs to the lowest level to check it out. You'll see.
Alright, I hope you guys enjoy mandatory unskippable cutscenes that you have to sit through in every single run of this fucking game.
Step closer to the demonstration area, please. Okay, so you're familiar with Securitrons by now, obviously. I mean, some of your best friends are Securitrons,
I don't have anything
right?
to say, we're just gonna sit here and watch this cutscene together.
Our titanium alloy housing does a good job of protecting our delicate electronic devices from small arms firing and shrapnel. Our left arm contains an X-25 Gatling laser, quite deadly against soft targets in medium range. That looks like fun. And for close-range suppression and crowd control, we have this handy-dandy 9mm submachine gun. Nice. All of this is old hat, right? Here is where it gets interesting. Turns out that those are our secondary weapons. All this time we've been running the Mark I operating system, which doesn't have drivers for our primary weapons. Imagine!
Oh, you mean Easy Pete, not Old Pete.
Now watch this. I'm downloading the Mark II OS to all Securitrons on the network. It makes quite a difference.
Chicken is just Deathclaw, obviously.
With the M235 missile launcher, we can engage ground and air and a rapid-fire T-28 grenade launching system makes us deadly in close-range engagements. Woo! Look at that! The OS upgrade also includes drivers for our onboard auto repair systems. Just try to hurt us now. Altogether, this software upgrade confers a 235% increase in combat effectiveness per unit. New Vegas finally has soldiers worthy of protecting it. I hope you enjoyed this demonstration. You can come back up and see me or be on your way. I know you're a busy person.
Something I noticed is that House refers to New Vegas as her, and Yes Man says
Every
it.
Securitron on the network has been upgraded. Pretty neat, huh? Here's a printout with some additional information.
Appreciate it, thanks.
Oh, hi again. Can I help you with something else?
Yeah. So I should ask the tribes if they'll support an independent Vegas?
Oh no, I didn't mean that. Who needs their support? The Securitrons will be all the support you need. What I meant is, you should get to know these tribes and decide which ones you like and which you don't.
Yeah, no, they
You know,
definitely plagiarized
shape
the
the
speech.
future
The
of
thing that I
Vegas.
noticed is the difference
Choose your
in
neighbors. If you like
wording.
a tribe, leave it
Yes
alone.
Man is a robot,
Or,
so to him
if a
it
tribe
doesn't
is
make
nasty
sense to
or going through a
ascribe
problem,
gender
go ahead and
to a
exterminate
concept
it.
like a city.
It's whatever you
But
want to
Mr.
do.
House either really overvalues Vegas, or he's just trying to be flowery and persuasive and showy in everything he does. And it's one of those very subtle things that this game does that just tells you so much about the characters and personalities you're dealing with, and it's one of the reasons why I love this game. Alright, give me a list of tribes I need to get to know.
There's a bunch. Some of them you've already met, like the chairman, for instance. I think you should visit the other families on the strip, the Omertas and the White Glove Society, so you know what makes them tick. And there are some important groups farther from the strip, too, like the Boomers, the Great Khans, and the Brotherhood of Steel.
And he said something about a bunker at the fort?
Here's another one of my printouts. Read up.
No, you won't give me a TLDR. Jerk. I love the military front case.
Mr. House, President,
Goes hard.
CEO.
Where's my fonk edit of the Mark II Securitrons? I didn't mention it in Old World Blues because we didn't really deal with them because I was kind of speeding through it and avoiding the side content, but the Securitrons you encounter there are the attempts of the big empty scientists to activate the Mark II OS, and they keep failing, so the Securitrons there keep getting locked to individual weapon systems, and instead of getting like all of them activated and the ability to switch between all four of them. I really wish you got to see more of the Securitrons because they're such a cool enemy with all these like unique animations and all this detail. Like the way they occasionally wobble back and forth on their wheels to maintain their balance, or the way their hands are constantly twitching. They have like specific animations for each weapon swap. It's so cool, and I wish we got to see more of them. I really wish Fallout 4 wasn't a total turd, and I kind of wish we could have gotten Securitrons in Boston, even if it wouldn't have made total sense for the lore. So we need to go and get to know a bunch of the tribes. I'm not sure which one to do. People with good eats. We could go do the White Gloves quest. I don't think I have the stats though. I don't think I have the I definitely don't have the speech to convince them, and I don't have the karma. I also don't have the perk either. I'm stupid. I think I need to talk to Yes Man a little bit, actually, to even start some of the quests. We're gonna walk back there and we're gonna do his dialogue again. God damn it. I forgot that turning off collision doesn't make you any faster, so it's not gonna make walking back there any quicker. At least we don't have to talk to Victor whenever we want to use the elevator anymore.
Goodbye.
Oh!
I'm just gonna speed run through all of these.
You got it!
No, fuck! I didn't mean to pick that dialogue option. Damn it all. I just want to speed through this dialogue so we don't have to listen to him. No, stop. So we don't have to listen to him talk about each individual tribe. I can't decide if I want to side with the Brotherhood and, like, port around with Veronica. I know I don't want Boone as a follower. I don't really have much of an intent to use him. I'm kind of tempted to harken back to one of my more popular old videos and, just fucking,
Have you ever wanted to be invisible?
All the time. I'm kind of tempted to, like, not recruit Veronica and talk to her only after we've wiped out the Brotherhood. We're definitely gonna go and get Eddie, though, for sure. Gonna go grab him again. Haven't had him around since we did Honest Hearts, so we may as well go get our boy.
We're okay on Stimpaks.
Reaching for another topic to talk about, because I already talked about the whole, Chris thing a little bit. I kind of gave a brief overview of it early. The other interesting topic that I have is
we're okay on medics until we have to numb the pain.
Here in Alberta, where I live, Jasper National Park caught fire, and the town of Fitzhugh had to be like completely evacuated. So it's not looking good for them. A lot of people are seeing like shades of the Fort McMurray fire from a few years back all over again. We could just go and kill the Brotherhood right now. I mean, we are kind of close by. Yeah, we'll go kill the Brotherhood, and then we'll go deal with the Great Khans. So I don't really have the stats to do a lot of the casino quests.
Who do you think is cuter, Dr. Klein or Dr. Boros?
I killed both of them, so shut up. Wildfires are... It's wildfire season. It's bad. It's like one of the worst we've had in a while, too. The thing that pissed me off was I got up early enough to listen to the...
Hello? Hi, are you there?
Fuck off!
You can't respond.
No, I know who you are. Yeah, you're my invitation to get into the Brotherhood. Cool. Okay, I thought we could just bring, Eddie into the bunker and they would let us in, but I guess we have to go there. Okay, well, we'll go there. We'll walk over there. First, I want to kill this dude. Anyway, like I was saying, big wildfire. I got up early enough to hear the premier's speech, and it was so pathetic. Listening to her cry crocodile tears for a town she doesn't live in, and it's like, what do you even do, right? You're not a firefighter. You're not a rescue worker, right? You're the premier of the province. You don't do anything. Why are you so heartbroken, right? Don't you have
bad guys dealt with
money to launder? Or some shit, you know? Or like, better yet, how about instead of getting on the radio 15 minutes behind schedule and snotting all over the place and crying about this tragedy, how about you like actually coordinate the response effort? Like everyone's been evacuated, but like There's over 100 wildfires currently active in the province right now. You think maybe you should be helping to allocate resources, making sure that evacuees are safe and secure? You think you should maybe be making sure that we're not like slipping, you know? There's no major holes in our firefighting network or anything. No, it's more important for you to make a public appearance and just talk nonsense about it. It's the most pathetic thing I've heard in a long time. And I feel like that's just politics in general lately. There's a lot of people paying lip service to tragedy and problems, and then as soon as the next one comes up, it's on to talk about that one. Nothing actually ever really gets done. None of these things ever get solved, right? The war in Ukraine is still on. Nobody gives a shit now because it's not sexy to talk about anymore. The war in Gaza is still on, and same thing. It's not sexy to talk about. These wildfires aren't going to get put out anytime soon. A lot of them will probably end up smoldering even through the winter. And people will just ignore it. People will just forget about it. And nothing will be done. Our forestry service is kind of like California's. It's in pretty bad need of an overhaul. They need to start doing controlled burns again and clearing out all the deadfall and stuff. But I guarantee you that's not a sexy topic. Spending money on the forestry service isn't interesting, so nobody gives a shit. And it's just so frustrating. And I know it's like one of those things where it's like, oh, you're just complaining about people complaining without really doing anything. Well, now you're just complaining about me complaining, right? It's just a circle jerk, no matter what you say or do. Yeah. I don't really have, like, any sage wisdom to dispense or any, like, grandiose opinion. It's just frustrating watching my government flounder while people are being thrown out of their homes and having their lives upended by tragedy. But I guess that's a lot of the news, and like I said in my last stream, trying to find topics to talk about. Trying to find stuff to talk about that's, like, safe for the stream. Because there's the whole, I mentioned it at the start of the stream, there's the whole Shadman, Chris, Mr. Beast thing that's going on, but I can't talk about that because, you know, YouTube policy guidelines on sensitive topics. So that's right out. The only other thing I can think about is like video game topics, right? EDF 6 dropped. One of my buddies spent $210 getting a copy for himself and 2 other copies for his friends, which is an absurd sum of cash. I can't imagine, like, spending that much on anything, really. I bought concert tickets recently. There's a band coming to town that I want to go see, and the concert tickets were like over $100 per person. So I did end up spending that much money, but, like, I don't know, dude. It's a band that I've listened to for, like, most of my life, right? It's not like a video game where it's like sight totally unseen. I'm just dropping hundreds of dollars for the hell of it. I feel kind of bad for my friends too, because EDF 6, I waited until the day 1 reviews rolled in, and the game is being review bombed, which I think is like
friend forever.
I think that's like standard practice for a new video game release these days. It's a piece of shit. People are talking about the game being unplayable due to crashes and frame rate issues. Of course, no PC support of any kind because, you know, it's a Japanese game. And of course, my favorite thing, you need to install the Epic Game Store to play
Fighting
it's just insane. I feel like people aren't paying attention, because I feel like they should know how the whole you need a Sony account to play Helldivers 2 went. And Helldivers 2 was briefly like one of the most popular games on Steam. How do you think a lesser-known series like EDF is gonna fare? And even the people who like are okay with having an Epic Games account are kind of all admitting it's a lot like Monster Hunter Rise, where it's like, why would you play this when it's just more EDF, and you could just go and play EDF 5, or you could like just play 4.1 or whatever. Why waste your money on a brand new $80 release when you could just play the version of the game you already have? I think this is the wrong way. Oh well. Close enough to the right way. Oh yeah, this is the wrong way. Oh well. As I always say though, never ever buy a game at launch. Ever. Like, just don't. My biggest fear is something like buying, like Batman Arkham Knight, where people bought that game and it ran so badly at launch, it permanently damaged people's computers. It was like blowing up graphics cards and damaging people's shit. Trying to remember the name of the game. I think it was a Microsoft game? I think it was an actual Microsoft published game that would delete part of your Windows install if you tried to uninstall the game. It would like permanently delete something to do with the Windows boot registry, and then after you uninstall the game, every time you try to turn your PC, after that you turn your PC off, every time you try to turn your PC back on, it doesn't work. Because you permanently deleted part of your core Windows OS. That's one of the holotapes we need. I think we'll gather all of the holotapes before we go deal with the Brotherhood, because then I can also get the XP for turning them in before we kill them all, so I can get more levels out of it. It also feels a little bit more in character to actually like try and infiltrate the place. I was thinking I could go through Scorpion Valley and then just walk over to... Yeah. Could fast travel to 188. That's probably the better option, actually. Because I can go and sell a bunch of the junk that's weighing me down. Yeah, don't buy games at launch. Don't buy EDF6. Don't support Epic Games. What other gaming news is there? I learned last night that Guilty Gear Strive is also adding a new game mode. That was something I missed when last I talked about that game, but I don't play Guilty Gear much. I don't really care. I think the idea is really cool. It's a 3v3 fighting game mode, like Marvel vs. Capcom. It's like a team fighter.
I've still got guns.
And so you have one main player, and then the other two players are your assists. So you can't. I don't think you can like tag out between all three of you, as I understand it. But that still sounds sick as hell. I'm kind of interested to see how it goes, and I almost want to play it, but that would involve buying and learning how to play Guilty Gear. I know, especially with what I'm talking about, it's really tempting to like be all doom and gloomy and be like, oh, video games suck these days and they're not as good as when we were kids, and oh, don't you pine for the free like late 6th gen, early 7th gen gaming era when there was no on-disc DLC and no pre-order fuckery and games were perfect. I really do feel like there are still lots of good games out there, and I said this last stream, I think, but I really do believe that it is easier than ever to play good games. What really matters is where you're finding your games and what you are playing. It's not that gaming has gotten worse. It's that you aren't playing stuff you enjoy anymore. Right? Put down Siege. Put down League of Legends. Put down the shitty MMOs, the gachas, the games that are running off your FOMO. Put down the Season Pass slop. And go explore the wonderful world of retro gaming on GOG. Go explore emulation. You know? There's so much shit you can do these days with a decent gaming PC. Or even on consoles. Right? You can still buy loads of old games on console with digital downloads. I first got to play GTA San Andreas, not on the PS2. No, I downloaded the original Xbox version of it onto my Xbox 360. That's how I was able to play one of the greatest open world games of all time for the first time. I will fight you on the side of the street for those words, Ivan.
Fighting over.
I will fight you.
Sneaking done. Fighting now. Was that all?
I love these guys. I love this rifle. This thing is so OP. It's silenced and its range is insane.
Ready.
It's not giving me the stealth crit. It's not turning her into powder, goddammit. There we go.
That guy's dealt with.
Ah, yes, the Switch, or as I'm still insisting on calling it, the Nintendo piss shit. Like, okay, jokes aside, I'm sure the Nintendo Switch is a really genuinely great console for people who like it. I'm sure the Switch is a fantastic console. The problem that I sit with is I was actually interested in buying one because I saw it could run Skyrim specifically, very specifically, because it could run Skyrim. And I was like, damn, a console that will like fit in my backpack that can run games I enjoy. This would be awesome because I go on vacations all the time. Bus rides, car rides, right? Imagine just being able to pull out Skyrim and play it. And then I saw how big and bulky the Switch was, and I was like, well, that's kind of an inconvenient size. It's a bit bigger than I was thinking, but it's, you know, for the use that I had in mind, it's not terrible. And then I saw, oh my god, it's still using cartridges because Nintendo insists on outdated technology. And then I saw the quality of the Switch ports, and ever since then, it's just been me laughing at people being like, oh, why won't this game get a Switch port? Oh, Switch port win. Oh, Switch port. Oh, the Switch port is so terrible. And then I played fucking Monster Hunter Rise. That game feels like a late PS2 era game, and it's all because it was developed. It's all because it was developed with the Switch in mind. The rifle I'm using is from the Old World Blues DLC. It's called Christine's COS rifle. You get it from the little Yangtze camp in the Big Empty. There's like a little burned out building that's overlooking the camp area, and you can find it there. And it's one of the best guns in the game for a stealth build. It's probably the best gun in the game for a stealth build, short of like a suppressed anti-material rifle. I think it might actually be a little bit better because the suppressed anti-material rifle isn't totally silent, but this thing is.
I don't believe it. Who the hell are you, lady? How did you just walk right up and pull him out of there?
Sniper rifle.
That must be some kind of code of honor you hold yourself to. You're like a woman possessed. We'll make sure Ranger Morales' body gets sent back home. You don't have to, you know, pick him up on your shoulder and haul him to California. Even though I believe you would if you had to. You should go tell Private Morales the news. I know she'll be relieved.
I know if you take enough damage during this quest, if you take enough damage, this guy will actually comment on it. I remember that happened the first time I did it, and I thought it was really like, oh my god, that's so hype. And then, like, every time after that, I would take just enough damage for his dialogue to trigger, and it always made me kind of feel a bit silly. Because it's like, dude, I took like 10 damage, it's fine. And he's like, no, you gotta get to a medic, oh my god, you're dying. I'm like, bro, I'm above 50% HP. I guess we're gonna infiltrate the Brotherhood. Well, we'll get these two holotapes, and we'll get the one from the Boomers. We'll go do the Boomers first. They're really easy to please. I don't know why it can be repaired with a Tommy gun, but okay. I love the jury-rigging perk, man. I can repair my 357 Magnum with a fucking Desert Eagle. Let's go. I don't know. I have a lockpick, though. I love the Bethesda lockpicking minigame. Every lockpicking minigame I play just makes me miss the Splinter Cell games where you had the option like, oh yeah, sure, you could play a shit-ass lockpicking minigame, or you could just stick a knife in the lock and break it. Why would I ever do anything else? Speaking of Splinter Cell, oh. Alright, bro. Speaking of Splinter Cell, I've been replaying Chaos Theory lately. Pretty good game, pretty good game. Honestly, replaying Thief and replaying Splinter Cell, all it's made me do is made me realize how terrible Thief is as a series, and why Thief will never be credited as being like the origin of stealth gaming, and why that will always go to Metal Gear and Splinter Cell.
Unauthorized facial pattern.
Fuck up. Why will always be Metal Gear and Splinter Cell? Because they're actually fun games to play. Like I know Thief. I know Thief has like, oh, the graphics tech is so innovative. Yeah, for 1998. Anyone who praises video game graphics, no matter what era.
If you want to be sneaky,
yeah,
turn
I know.
off your Pip-Boy light.
Shut the hell up. Anyone who praises video game graphics, like,
we're all lit up.
Is
it Christmas?
Stop, I accidentally turned it back on. Anyone who praises video game graphics is kind of just a clockwork hypocrite, I feel. Because, like, every game you think looks good is gonna look like dog shit in a generation or two, right? There are some bits that I think aren't as hypocritical to praise. But I think graphics really is something for snobs. My problem with Thief isn't even that the graphics are old either. It's that nothing in the environment feels distinctive or memorable. Everything feels like a reused asset, so I can't... I struggle to build a mental map of the game in my head. Because everything just looks so similar and feels so similar. Oh, hell yeah, a hit of turbo. I want to know how this exists. Oh my god, post-war drugs in a pre-war location? Oh my god.
Have a wonder.
Oh my god, it's so terrible. Ah, the lore. Ah.
Uh-oh.
Not to mention Bethesda's retcon of pre-war jet being a thing.
Was that all?
Mind. I just don't think that, like, oh, random loot drop. You know, I don't think you can use that as a point to be a lore whore. If the loot of every container was manually set, then I'd say, yeah, now you can be a lore whore about it. But it isn't, so you can't. What do you mean by pre-render scenes? Do you mean like manually laid out? Is that what you mean? Or are you talking about like pre-rendered cutscenes and you just forgot the word cut? Who the fuck is Indy? There he is. There's my boy. Come here. Open your pockets, boy. I gotta unload all of this garbage. I wanna know what you meant by pre-rendered scenes. Anyone else know what he meant by pre-rendered scenes? Because I don't know. Because he's talking pre-rendered cutscenes, the answer to that is no. Real-time cutscenes are objectively better. Sometimes cutscenes are great. It's one of the things I liked in Red Dead, and also in Max Payne 3, because Max's equipment could be reflected. Oh, okay. I feel like that technology is one. I feel like that's one of those. Shut up. I feel like that's one of those technologies that's no longer possible because with just like FMVs, right? Like modern cameras and modern images are so massive. Like they tried to make a new Tex Murphy game a few years back using all the pre-rendered, using all like the FMV cutscenes and shit, and the game was like 200 gigabytes.
Hi there, my name is April Mortimer. I monitored a communication earlier between you and someone.
Yeah, cool. I will probably bring the robot to you guys, but I'm using him as bait right now so that I can kill the brother. I just feel like that would be cool, but I just feel it'd be really, really space intensive. And given how space intensive modern video games already are, like I don't want them getting more space intensive, you know? Okay. Howdy, howdy. How you doing, new guy? Do I not have any actual food? I just have hard drugs. I don't have food. Oh, not much, dude. We're just playing Fallout New Vegas, just chilling. Just vibing. Alright, well, I'll take some hard drugs so I can at least move again. I love how Buff-Out is just like instant steroids.
Welcome back. Can I get...
Like, there's no time delay or nothing. You just take them and boom, instantly stronger. Oh, here we go. Or why not? I'm starving. I'll just fill up on breakfast cereal. Just like in real life.
Welcome back. Can I get you any... Welcome back. Can I get you anything?
Yeah, I play on hardcore. I'm playing JSawyer. JSawyer Ultimate, specifically. The lead game developer, JSawyer, after the game came out, he made a mod. Self-titled JSawyer, after himself, because he's a bit of a goofball, I guess. The mod is designed to rebalance a number of things in the game. Armor values, the weight system, how much inventory weight you get per point of strength, damage of like every weapon, effects of different ammo types, effects of healing items, rarity of healing items. It added expired stem packs to the game. A lot of stuff was added or changed by JSawyer. Yeah, 3 caps, your name, Maxwell. So it reworks almost everything. If you look at my stats, for an example, so you see how I'm... do I have this? No. It also makes it so that hitting the first level of like starvation or dehydration doesn't affect you. The rate at which they build, I think, has changed. It only starts to affect you once you hit the upper end of the spectrum. And once you do, the effects are much more debilitating. So it's like a total rebalance. Changes almost everything about the game. Makes the game a lot harder and a lot more fun, in my opinion. It's one of the very few mods that I would say is essential to playing Fallout New Vegas. One of very, very few mods I would actually give that label to. Yeah, he reworked it to be more in line with his original vision of what the game should be. They had to compromise a lot on certain elements during playtesting to make the game like actually playable for most people, because a lot of people probably would have found the game to be too hard. I am not one of those people. I personally found the game to be too easy. It also... Oh, another change it made. Here's a really good one. Sunset Sarsaparilla and Nuka-Cola no longer make you dehydrated. They actually hydrate you now. It's a great mod. JSawyer Ultimate is a rework done by a fan, because JSawyer... The original JSawyer mod wasn't made by an actual, like, modder. He had no idea how to make a mod, so the original mod breaks a lot of things. It's basically impossible to play that mod with any other mod, because of how much stuff it changes. This mod...
What can I do for you?
Just works better and is more compatible with other mods. That's really the only difference. But yeah, like, prices of stuff is reworked, too. It's a really great mod.
Pleasure doing business.
Anyway, let's get over to the boomers. I could not do Fallout 4 in survival mode. I tried. My main problem is that there's a number of quests in Fallout 4 that have been bugged, like,
done. Fighting now.
since launch. And you need the developer console to fix a lot of the bugs you're going to encounter, and you can't use the developer console in Fallout 4 Survival. I can do that here, so if I encounter, like, if I get stuck in a wall, I can still toggle collision lock, I can still God mode, I can still unlock, right? I can do whatever. Also, only being able to save when you sleep is fine. Insomnia actually pissed me off with Fallout 4, because I remember getting it for the first time, because I started playing survival like right after it came out, and nobody knew how to cure it. People kept thinking insomnia was like a bug or something, or they thought like maybe if you sleep enough it goes away. No, you know what you take to cure your insomnia? You take antibiotics, which is just the most bizarre thing. Yeah, JSawyer is a great mod. Yeah, that's good. I also really like... I've been playing Skyrim Special Edition with the survival mode.
Are we being watched?
And I actually really like it. I like having to, like, stop for a camp or, like, try to find a campfire when you're walking around certain areas. I really like it. It makes me feel like I'm encouraged to roleplay instead of just walking across the entire map. Like, I'm encouraged to stop for a rest so I don't get frostbite or something. And I like all the different racial bonuses. Like, Khajiits are fluffy, so they don't get cold as quickly, and they can eat raw meat. Argonians are cold-blooded, so they get cold quicker. Okay, all those little things. Those are neat. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Fallout 4's survival mode is just a little too extreme for me.
Whoa there, pal. You better slow down, or you'll get blown up like the rest of the idiots who thought they'd scavenge in Moomer territory.
Oh, yeah.
Now that I've got your attention, might you be interested in a little information? It'll cost you, but it's well worth the investment.
I still love Skyrim. I love walking through all the different holds and seeing the landscape change and seeing the trees change. It really, someone pointed it out, but Skyrim and GTA San Andreas have almost the exact same map size. I think GTA San Andreas is like 36.5 square kilometers and Skyrim is 37 square kilometers. But both games also use a lot of the same techniques to make their world feel bigger, like limiting the draw distance. San Andreas does it with lots of fog, but Skyrim does it with lots of big buildings and big mountains that obscure the distant view. They have like a lot of the same tricks with weather and environmental assets and tinting the screen to make you feel like you're at a different temperature in different places. I haven't played Starfield. Frankly, I'm not super interested in it. I'm hoping that
Welcome back. Have you
that Elder Scrolls 6 is good. Also, real talk, does anyone understand his timing details? Because I don't. I know what he means by the old tunnel. I know where that is. I've gone through there, like, once. It's fucking full of death claws, never again. I honestly think the old tunnel is actually harder. Because it's full of death claws. But I'm cautiously optimistic for Valenwood. Pro tip, take off your armor. Because the weight of your armor actually slows you down a little bit in this game. I think turbo helps. I think turbo helps, because, yeah. You move at full speed while everything else is slowed down. I have no idea, like, what you're supposed to do to get through that, because his timing notes are so complicated. Just turn left and run towards the fence and you'll be okay.
Have you ever wanted to be invisible?
I think Oblivion, like I said
Impact
earlier,
reserves
also,
adequate.
like, it does try to vary its environments, but I feel like it just doesn't work as well.
Until we have to numb the pain.
I feel like there's just not enough variety in the assets
Hold
and
it right
things in
there.
Oblivion.
Don't you move. How the hell did you survive that bombardment?
I didn't just run, well, high off my ass through an artillery barrage to hear you ask stupid questions. I ran, moron.
Are you even human? Some kind of mutant? Move a
Skyrim
muscle
was
now
really
and I'll
magical,
blow you
though.
to pieces.
I want to play Oblivion, but like every time I try to get into it, the game just crashes so much on PC. I could play it on console, but I don't. I don't have the Game of the Year edition, so I don't have the DLC. And I'm not paying for Xbox Live just to pay for the DLC to download it.
Watch your mouth, Savage. Raquel will be here any second.
I'll take this from here. I'm Raquel, Master-at-Arms for the Nellis homeland. Mother Pearl, our eldest, wishes to speak to you. Follow close and mind your behavior.
I want to play...
Welcome, child.
I do want to play
Took you a
Skyrim on
sweet
stream
time
sometime,
getting
but...
here, didn't you? I've been waiting a good 5 years for an outsider to come along and visit.
I kind of want to play Skyrim on stream. The thing is, I've not been able to get any mods to work at all. And I need to... Well, that's a lie. I've been able to get mods to work. The problem is, I haven't 100%ed Skyrim Special Edition. And I want to do that. I want to get all the achievements in it, just like I did in the original Skyrim. But if I install mods, achievements get disabled. And the mod that re-enables achievements requires, like, some engine-level scripting shit. And that engine-level scripting shit doesn't work anymore. Because Skyrim Special Edition got a massive update, just like Fallout 4. But the people who are making the script extenders and stuff quit making them. So I can't figure out how the hell to get it to work. I forgot what she said already. I haven't been listening.
Those howitzers of ours aren't just for entertainment, child. Explosive ordnance is what keeps the savages at a distance. Except you. There's something special about you, child, and it was the howitzers that gave you a chance to show it.
I'm not too crazy about Oblivion's, like, visual aesthetics. I loved the voice acting and the quest design. in Oblivion. I remember the Fighters Guild quest where you end up having to fight the mountain lion in the old lady's basement, because that feels like a parody of a level 1 adventure, a level 1 Dungeons and Dragons quest. Oh, go to slay the rats. Oh, it's actually a fucking mountain lion. Like that's just so something a dungeon master would come up with. The dialogue and especially the voice acting, it all really feels like you're playing a tabletop game with your buddies. And I hope Elder Scrolls 6 has a little bit of that vibe. I know it's not really popular. I know people like kind of prefer the more serious tone of the later Bethesda games, but I'm hoping some of the cheese comes back.
Oh, so many ways. Small ones to begin with, so we can get used to what it's like to have a outsider around and about. Should that go well, maybe you can help in big ways, too. We'll have to see.
Alright, where do I love how she just almost drops the hard savage on you, like, right off the gate.
You picked a good time to stop by, for we're swimming in problems. My youngers can tell you all about it. Raquel could use help with the bug problem. Doc Argyle has wounded he's tending to. And Loyal and Jack might be looking for help with some repairs. Or you could just go see Pete at the museum and hear the story of our people. All you have to do there is listen. Come and go as you like, help or don't help, I leave it up to you. But I hope you'll show my youngers that not every outsider needs to be blown up.
Alright. So we could go talk to the kid and do, like, the obnoxious fucking boomer's history lesson. If you actually sincerely do that quest, you are insane. Like, every time I've done that quest, I just get up and go to the bathroom, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure that 76 is, like, phenomenal if you have friends.
I can take care of that.
Something that I thought was really funny. Jesus.
I know Mother Pearl is letting you wander.
Yeah, I'm looking for ways to make myself useful. I noticed you have some patients here.
I have 3 patients here who were gravely injured fighting those giant ants in the generator building a few days ago. I've stabilized their wounds, but they're in bad shape. Do you have medical training?
Pretty extensive medical knowledge.
If what you say is true, you can do us a world of good.
Anyway, I was gonna say, I'm sure 76 is fun if you have friends to play it with. The thing that sticks out in my mind is that Bethesda genuinely did not think people would want to role play in their role-playing game.
That was some fine doctrine. I could learn a thing.
They genuinely thought people would just run around and, like, PvP each other to death all the time, and that's all that people would do. They didn't think anyone would want to roleplay. They were totally flabbergasted. I remember when 76 first came out, there was a guy who ran around dressed as Santa Claus, giving out, like, huge bundles of supplies to other players for Christmas, and Bethesda was like, oh my god, somebody actually role-playing in our role-playing game? Shocking. I think that's a deficiency in how you play the game. Because going back through it for the stream and purposefully slowing down for some of the dialogue has really helped me get back into it. I think a big problem with my burnout after playing this game for how many hours? That many. Was because I was just mashing through everything. I was just playing the game by route, and I was just kind of speed running it, essentially, without really going that fast either, like a 10-20 hour speed run. Patient merely having a strong allergic reaction by cleaning wounds.
Excellent treatment. I hadn't thought of that. Yes, outsider?
I think I'm done treating all your buddies.
Those men owe you their lives. Seems we could learn a thing or two from you savages, when it comes to medicine at least.
I also just want to reiterate really quickly, that is not a personal deficiency against you. That's just a problem with, I think, how people play these games in general. You have to slow down, you have to play them more casually. Like the aforementioned Splinter Cell Conviction playthrough that I've been doing again, going through trying to interrogate every single guard, which is not something I've done before, and listening to all the interrogations. You know? I could talk to Pete and let him do the history of the boomers. but that is like the single most fucking boring thing you can do here. I'm kind of tempted to let him go through the history of the boomers and go and grab some water. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ask Pete to explain the mural, and I'm gonna do a quick biology
You're the
break.
outsider. Mother Pearl sent word that you'd be stopping by. You must be eager to hear the story of our people.
To get some water and stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed the history lesson of the boomers.
Wonderful. I'm sure you've noticed.
Hope you guys enjoy. Eddie, what are you doing? There's no option to like command him to move, is there? Can I bump him with my head? Oh, there we go.
Long before I was born,
Nope.
we lived
Oh,
underground.
well. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get some water.
But the overseer wouldn't let us explode anything. Not even a hand grenade. We left and wandered the wastes. There were savages with knives. We blew them up with frag mines and grenades. Burned them with flamethrowers. It was neat, but there was a downside. For every 43.6 savages we killed, we lost one of our own. We needed a new home. We needed Nellis. Here we have prospered and multiplied. Here our mighty guns destroy any savages who might try to harm us before they can even reach our gates. Well, until... But... Not saying you want to harm us or you're a savage, but anyways. Nellis has revealed many secrets. It has taught us how to fly the bombers once based here, and it has taught us where to find one. And that is our story so far. For this last image is our future. To restore the bomber, to fly the open skies in armored safety, raining high explosive ordnance upon ignorant savages. This is our destiny. I'm pleased that you listened to the entire story. Perhaps there are details you'd like to know more about. Let me know.
Starting combat. Just kidding.
Hi. Hello.
Speak done? Good. Sorry about that. I put my water bottle in the freezer so that it would freeze like a little bit of ice in there, right? And the lid has frozen shut, so I had to try and jimmy a way to open the lid again. Anyway.
Ask away.
Yeah. I know a lot of people really like Down by 76. I just wasn't interested in it because I don't really like those kind of like social roleplay games like that, or like VR chat or something. Like that's just not my vibe. I'm just gonna speed through all of his dialogue. Because you just get a bunch of free XP for all the skill checks. I do admit a bit of hypocrisy on my part for just speeding through all of Pete's dialogue there. When I said earlier, like, the key to enjoying these games again is slowing down. I've listened to his dialogue almost every time that I've played through this game, though. Like, I'm not gonna defend that section. I do think making him a quest objective and giving him a marker was a mistake. Because in the vanilla game, what's his face? The doctor dude is not highlighted in the vanilla game. So, like, you have no way to know that he even exists. He's not highlighted, and neither is Jack, the NPC that was in that hangar. I'm not talking to him because his quest involves a bunch of speech checks that I don't have the speech to do.
Sorry, no time to... I hope Pearl
I know
knows
you
what
have
she's
time to
doing,
talk,
letting
Liar.
you wander around Nellis as you please. If that's so, how about you look into repairing the solar arrays on the roof of the generator building? Nothing too complicated about it, but it's a long ways to walk my old bones, and there's been that ant problem over near there. You can't miss the array. It's on top of the generator building smack dab in the middle of Nellis, between the two runways.
Where's Raquel? Because her mission is also right near there as well. Sunshine Boogie is easy, because I pretty much always take repair. It's kind of a necessary skill, I feel.
I can take care of that robot problem for you. Just saying.
Mother Pearl's instructions are clear. You can move freely around Nellis, and artillery spotters have orders not to fire on you. These are extraordinary privileges.
Water's
Don't abuse
great,
them.
guys. Stay hydrated.
Long story short, the power failed a few days ago because giant ants have tunneled into the generator room and set up a nest. I led a team down to exterminate them, but there were so many of them. We lost. 2 killed, 3 wounded. Personally, I think it's more than a savage can handle. But if you want to kill those ants and switch the power back on, feel free. Sure, anyone can. But there's more than a few down there. See for yourself. One other thing. The ants must be eating gunpowder from the munitions down there, or something. They exploded when hit by a flamethrower. One of us was using a laser pistol. Same thing. Bullets seem okay. Just don't hit the artillery shells. Loyal's been working on some kind of weapon to use against them. Maybe you should check with him.
Yeah, remember how I hated the exploding robo-scorpions from Old World Blues? Like, God damn it. At least these ones only explode when they're hit with a specific weapon type. You know, at least there's that small mercy there. Eddie's gonna be a problem. Eddie's gonna explode some of them, but hey, what's life without a couple of violent, bone-jarring, potentially life-ending, deafening explosions, eh?
Another glorious day in this man's army.
I love the Mr. Gutsies. A little detail that I think not a lot of fans even noticed is that Protectrons and Mr. Gutsies and Mr. Handies were all revoiced in Fallout New Vegas. They all have new voice lines and new voice modulators. New voice lines and new voices. Ugh, trip all over my words there. I am in fact just using auto run while I try to. There we go, fix my water bottle. That's better. Now it's at least open, but like the neck is completely frozen. So in one hand I've got an actual like cup of water, in the other hand I've got just a lump of ice. Oh wait, I don't have enough repair.
Starting combat.
What?
Just kidding.
I should have enough repair. Oh, yeah, repair without. I thought this said repair with spare parts. Might be. I'm dumb. Again, free XP farm. That's why we're out here mainly. It's just to get all the easy XP, so that we're leveled up enough to do things. Is that all of them? Yep. There we go. I love this gun. Just boop. Delete an enemy. Do I finally have a no wait, Thump Thump is here. I can get Thump Thump. I was using a grenade rifle because this build does have explosive skills. I was using a grenade rifle. But the problem is that my grenade rifle like glitched out and it would not let me reload it. So I had to drop it at some point and I just haven't found one since. But I can get Thump Thumps, that's right. What happens, do you think, if I throw this? Do you think I'm gonna blow up those artillery shells and, like, just instantly vaporize? Well, I didn't. Boomers probably aren't gonna be happy about me blowing up most of their munitions, but I don't really care. God, that's an annoying sound. Here we are. Thump thump. I can give grenades to Eddie because, unlike a normal companion, he can't equip them. Throw that and get rid of it. There's tons of free loot to be had down here as well. I think one of the Boomer's NPCs will pay you for like every missile you bring in, and there's a bunch down here to grab. Of course, they've all been knocked around by that giant explosion I caused, but it doesn't matter. Give Eddie some of my grenades. Tried to out of plenty of topics to talk about. Nothing really. I mean, there was some interesting stuff. I need to pace myself better with them, I feel. Then again, the stream did also feel like it was dropping when I used them up, so I don't know. Maybe I just need more practice at this whole thing. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit! Oh, I made it. I'm balling.
Ready, steady, fighting. Cessation of hostilities complete. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I see the ants explode if they're shot with lasers like that one was.
Was that all?
I wasn't really sure I'd be able to pull that one off. I kind of kept thinking the generator hitbox might get in the way. I know I could just grab the magic instant kill doohickey from Loyal, but I don't think I have the skills to convince him
Was that all?
But I don't think he would try it. I don't think he'd let me take it. Because you need either science to confirm that it's set to the right frequency, or speed to just be like, oh, let me try it, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Ready, steady, fight.
Is that all the ants? Please tell me this. Must be all the ants. Combat's ended.
Bad guys dealt with.
Yep, there we go. Ants are all dead. Generators back online. Free XP. Well, not really free.
I bet no one has ever been as unnoticed as me.
I had to kill a lot of bugs. So let's go back to Raquel. We'll go back to Raquel. We'll get everything we need to go and raise the bomber from Lake Mead, and then we'll go and grab the last of the Brotherhood of Steel. Dragon. We'll grab everything we need to get to raise the bomber, and then maybe next stream I'll deal with the Brotherhood. Or maybe I'll just deal with them now, honestly. Just because I've kind of been promising it. Oh, I got some water out of my water bottle. Making progress. It's melting. And my water glass is empty.
I see the power's back on. The ants are all dead? Maybe...
Okay, stop talking. I need to get out of here before I get a copyright strike from playing Big Iron again. That was like the mistake I made on my first episode of this, my first stream of this game. I played the entirety of Big Iron. Fortunately, the video didn't get like a takedown or anything, but it's still evil that can happen. I know DRG, Deep Rock Galactic, has like an in-game jukebox.
Hello, outsider.
And some of the songs that they made for the game are copyrighted. But they also want to court, like, streamers because it has, like, full Twitch integration and shit. Like, why?
Well, how about
Why would you do that?
Turns out you aren't completely useless working with your hands.
You're welcome, jerk. Alright, let's go talk to Pearl. She's gonna send us to talk to Loyal again, because this section of the game is kind of annoying like that.
Hello?
My face. No, 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 no. Why is her bed here? A really weird spot. Is that fucking Tranquility? That's Tranquility Lane. What the hell? Okay, that's weird. That's creeping me out, lady.
You have done well to earn the trust of my people, child.
Whatever you say, Bron. Look, I've done everything I can do, so, what now?
I believe the time has come for you to show your value in full. The people have come to accept having you around. Find Loyal and ask him about our people's fondest dream. He will tell you what to do next.
Pearl sent word saying it's all right to tell you about the lady in the water.
Yeah, what is that?
A long time ago, long before the war that killed just about everything that ever lived, a bomber crashed not far from here. A bomber was a flying contraption that could drop explosives down on anything it flew over. But anyway, moving on. This bomber crashed down in Lake Mead, pretty damn near intact. When we got to Nellis, see, I found this article in a magazine all about it. There was another B-29 around here, part of a museum. Couldn't fly, but had a lot of spare parts, see? Get where I'm going? Since I was a young man, I've dreamed of raising that lady from the lake and bringing her back to life. What do you say?
You expect to raise a bomber?
Simple. Attach deployable ballast to the plane and float it on up. Here is a remote detonator. Once the ballast is attached to the plane, just hit the detonator from the shore and let buoyancy handle the rest.
Okay, then why haven't you done it?
Maybe you don't understand. Hasn't been one of us, not a one, to set a foot outside Nellis in over 50 years. You come along with your knowledge of the outside, and it seems the time's come to raise the lady after all.
You know, this is one of the craziest ideas I've ever heard, but I'm down.
Good.
I'm down to class.
Here's the deployable ballast. Go find the plane, attach the ballast, and hit the button.
Yeah. I don't have a pressure cooker in my inventory, and I don't have the science skill to get Jack to build me the rebreather, so I think we're just gonna have to do that the old-fashioned way. But first, let's go and grab our... let's go grab the Brother to Steel doohickey. And then we'll go grab our money from the dude we were gambling with. And then we'll go to Lake Mead. Pretty simple plan, I think. Do that. We'll have we'll complete the Boomers quest, and then we'll go deal with the Brother. We'll just deal with all of the tribes before going back to Yes Man. Maybe do the stuff on the strip last because it's right next to him, and then we can just go from there to him. Sounds like a plan, doesn't it? Okay, seriously, where's the pit that I'm looking for? Oh. Here somewhere. Dude, I'm not used to coming at it from this angle, so I don't know where the hell I'm supposed to look. Don't tell me they got, like, hit by a bomb and yeeted a million miles away. Where would assholes at? This side of this fence here, maybe? Oh, there they are. There we are. Go sell a bunch of this junk that we picked up. I'm gonna sell Vera's outfit as much as I like. As much as I really like Vera's outfit, and I really like her outfit. I'm gonna sell it just to free up the inventory space because I'm not using it or anything. I wore it like near the beginning of the video to go into the tops, and that's it. It has nice bonuses and it looks really cool, but I'm not playing a speechy character. You know what the hell? I'll hold on to it because we're gonna go to the White Gloves and stuff too. I'll hold on to it. Oh, I'll put it back in Eddie. What the hell? We kind of fun to wear that thing around Vegas. Buy like some actual goddamn food though. How much inventory weight am I carrying around? Oh, that's not very much. I can go grab some food from... I think there's a dude in Freeside who will sell me some, and then we can run over to the lake. And the water bottle is still frozen. It's a really stupid idea to do that and then forget about it, not gonna lie.
Is it true? Is Mr. House gone?
Need some grub? I got you covered. Cheap and filling. You won't regret it, at least until an hour or so from now.
I'm gonna buy your entire stock. I didn't mention it earlier, but JSawyer Ultimate also adds raw food to the game. So if you eat raw uncooked meat, you can take some penalties. Like raw rad roach meat, for example. That's why I didn't buy any of his rad roach meat, and why I just bought everything else he has. I'll just raise the bomber. I'll get ready. Oh, yeah, I'll just raise the bomber and we'll do the Brotherhood stuff later when I have, like, more energy and more to talk about. I don't want to just keep the stream going forever when I have nothing more to say. You guys are just kind of sitting here watching me play in silence. Try and find some more interesting stuff to talk about, hopefully. I'm glad that the heat wave's finally over. Because that means I can actually, like, stream. I don't have to worry about dying of heat stroke in the middle of a live streaming. That'd be really embarrassing. I mentioned it earlier, but I really do feel like level design was a big asset in Skyrim because you don't get a lot of moments like this. Because like you can really see the buggy render distance. And just how flat and shitty and two-dimensional everything looks when you get these big vistas like that, and Oblivion had kind of the same problem. So I feel like having tall mountains everywhere in Skyrim and lots of elevation changes was a really good idea. It also kind of, in my mind, kind of justified how long it takes you to get from place to place when you're walking everywhere. Because playing in survival mode in Skyrim, there's no fast travel, and you're constantly, like, hiking up and downhill. So it always made it feel like, yeah, hiking uphill, that's gonna be slow as shit.
Time to fight. Bad guys dealt with.
Also, I think I've got the enhanced draw distance console command on. Pretty sure that I do. I might not. But yeah, like, you can really see just how weird the game looks. Some of it might also be because I have Clarity installed, so I have all the filters turned off, but I think most of the filters in this game look kind of butt ugly anyway. New Vegas really is a piss filter era game.
Time to fight.
Oh yeah, by the way, these guys' shouts, they travel underwater. Your bullets don't. So they can kill you while you're underwater. You can't kill them if they're even a little bit underwater.
This will keep you on your feet. Injecting Stimpak.
God bless the stealth. Fuck! God bless the stealth suit. Do not bless slow Stimpak healing though. Let's try taking more drugs so we can just kind of tank that shit. Just kind of thug it out. I might take a turbo, actually, that might help a lot.
Time to fight.
I think their shots can hit underwater. Maybe that was changed with one of the patches that I'm running.
One
thing that I wish you could do with, like, shell-by-shell weapons like the revolvers and the shotguns, I wish you could load, like, mix ammo. Like, load one hollow point, one armor-piercing round, that sort of thing. I just wanted a survival guide. I bet that would take like an absolutely monstrous amount of coding to make something like that work. I know a lot of modern games let you do that. One of my friends is big into Tarkov, and that game lets you do it. I know another friend who was banned from Tarkov because he used cheats, because he wanted to have all of his rounds be tracers. So he literally used a cheat to be able to just turn his ammunition into tracer rounds. It just sounds kind of funny that you can even do that. And that's the thing that got him reported and banned, too, in fucking Tarkov, the game that's absolutely riddled with cheaters. I mean, I've never played it, so I don't know if that's true or not. I watched a guy stream it a while back, and I remember he got really lucky. He was peeking around a corner, and somebody just walked right into his crosshair, and he just instantly headshot them and one-shot them, and then he ducked back into cover, and he like face-palmed really hard, and everyone was a little confused, and then it hit me. He thinks he got reported, which he probably did, considering how ridiculously lucky that shot was. Does anyone else, like, whenever there's a video game section where your character has to hold his or her breath, does anyone else hold their breath in real life to try and see if they could hold their breath long enough in the game? Or is that just a me thing? I'm trying to remember what game I did that in last. And I failed really miserably. I feel like this is also one of those scenes that was really cleverly designed in this game. Because Loyal's detonator only works from a very specific spot, right? Like you can't just get to the water's edge and use it here, right? No, you have to very specifically be like right next to this harpoon. Because if you look at the God, that is loud. If you look at that animation from like any other perspective, it's all jank and busted.
This one looks pretty tough.
You can actually swim back out to it, and it's like it's all climbable and stuff too. I'm not gonna bother because like a bit of a jog. Plus we have to deal with all these cadzadors over here before we can fast travel again. We will we'll fast travel back to the boomers. And, I only have a single hollow point, that's not good. We'll fast travel back. Will it let me fast travel from here? I don't even think I count as being in combat. Yeah, okay, cool. We're up at the Boomers quest line! Loyal.
It's going to be a
yeah, I've raised your stupid
That's
comment.
tremendous. I'll transmit instructions to the robots to start packing up the plane to bring it back to Nellis. I just told you, the robots are going to handle it. They'll break the plane down into pieces and move it up from Colville Bay in one shot. We've got that covered. They won't be a problem. Let's just say they'll be a little distracted for a while. Hey, I'd better get rolling. Jack and I have a lot of work ahead of us.
I think it really depends on... it's the classic question when you combine an engine with water. Did you hydrolock the plane? Because if they hydrolocked that plane, this entire operation is pointless. If the engines were shut off before it hit the water, and it didn't chug a bunch of water and hydrolock itself, they could probably at least get the engines working. I don't know about the control surfaces or anything else, but you could get the engines going again. Especially if they're old, like 1950s tech. Like, absolutely. But it's all a question of when the engines cut out.
Hello, friend. How can Mother Pearl be of help today? What you have done for us is a miracle, child. You have fulfilled the only dreams we ever had outside our walls. You are a trusted friend of us all. If there is ever a way for us to help you, child, tell me, and I will make it so.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight a war. You wanna help?
Of course, my child. After all that you have done for us, we would love to help you in the upcoming battle. After all the training in virtual reality, the young ones would relish an opportunity to put their skills to battle. We'll be there when you need us. Bye.
I like how the boomers, are just like, fuck yeah, love killing. When you ask them to participate in the Battle of Hoover Dam. So, I think next time we will deal with the Brotherhood. Just I'm kind of running on fumes a little bit here. Don't really have anything. Do I eat all of my gecko meat like an idiot? Yeah, I did. Just 'cause I don't really have anything clever to say or do, and I don't want to just go through that whole section in total silence. So we'll next time we'll deal with them. So I want to thank everyone who tuned into the stream today. It was a lot of fun. I don't know. Fuck it. I'm just gonna say the usual bit. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, whatever it is for you.